fight in this?
Fight? We use our principles, although I am not opposed to engaging in a bit of fisticuffs should the occasion arise.
Welcome back to the regular podcast. Today we're continuing our DCEU rewatch with episode 4, Wonder Woman.
Oh, man, Wonder Woman. I really liked it.
Bro,
It's been
what do you
so long
mean?
since I saw
Dude, like
Wonder
the
Woman.
first hour you were like, I'm not really interested in this.
No, it wasn't like the first hour. I was just saying like the people sitting in the room talking. I'm like, I'm not really interested. I'm just not feeling it. Like I'm not feeling inspired. I just wasn't. I just did not like that part of the movie where it was just the German scientist doctors. I didn't like that part of the movie. I'm just gonna tell you my cons right now. I didn't like that part. Those parts actually. So
okay,
that's
cool.
just
I think overall the movie is pretty good. There's no like bad thing about this movie that I can really think of.
Yeah, it's nothing embarrassing, you know.
Yeah, it's not like Suicide Squad. Like, there's actually stuff you can point out that's good.
I mean, with Suicide Squad, you know, I don't think it was anything embarrassing, but I do think they had a lot of bad moments.
There's nothing outstanding. We said that so many times. There was nothing outstanding in any way about this movie. But this movie's pretty good, and pretty much all fronts. They pretty much like reinvented Wonder. Because like at the time when this movie came out, no one was really, Wonder Woman fanning out there. People were like hoping of a movie for her after BVS, but like even me personally, I wasn't really, big on Wonder Woman. I wasn't big on the comic character or just like any iterations of her, because there wasn't really a lot of Wonder Woman stuff going around.
I was I was a big fan of Wonder Woman. Cause I mean, it's Wonder Woman. She's wearing like she's wearing like the American flag as a suit. So I'm like, yeah, it's Wonder Woman. I mean, it's cool. I mean, I wasn't like a big fanboy of her, but I was like, I like Wonder Woman. She's a part of the Justice League. I like the Justice League. I like DC. Hey, put two and two together. I like Wonder Woman. So I was excited for the movie. I didn't see it until Justice League came out.
You're one of those. You're one of those.
No, it was just because it just wasn't on my radar. I mean, Homecoming was there. I went to Mexico that year.
Here you don't get him started about going to Mexico. You bring up one thing, and this dude's always talking about going to Mexico. It has nothing to do with Wonder Woman. Come on, Sterling, do better.
Yes, it does.
What?
But
Shut up.
The visuals. The visuals.
Just go ahead and skip.
Right.
The visuals are alright. Nah, they're pretty good. I like this war movie aesthetic they got. It reminds me of kind of films like Dunkirk and 1917.
Man said Dunkirk. Have you even seen Dunkirk?
Yes, I have.
When?
I don't know. I saw it once.
Oh, you saw it once.
I don't have a ledger of every movie that I've ever seen. I just like, all right, yep. This one on May the 5th, 2:08 a.m. It's got that war vibe.
Oh yeah,
you
one of those.
Oh, here we go. It's just got that war vibe. Like everything's kind of gray and muddled, but it actually looks pretty good a lot of the times because there's a lot of time where there is a bright color, like you have the orange gash or like the lightning rods, and it makes just like, and like even at the end with all like the fire and stuff. I just thought the movie visually it looks alright, except the CGI at that plane scene, or not really CGI. What is it? The green screen.
Same thing. CGI, green screen. I mean, visuals for me, nothing outstanding. The action was okay. Like the way it was shot, I thought it was good.
Bro, okay, you cannot say it was okay after the way we were watching that scene, which he kicks all the German dudes' butts.
Yeah, I was like, it's cool.
You were not like, it's cool. I remember you were like, "Ooh, yeah, yes, ma'am."
Yeah, because it's great. Like it's good.
Oh, so now it goes from it was okay, it was all right to it's great.
Bro. Okay, after this, you can go back and you can see what I said.
What do you mean? How can I see what you said? We didn't record us watching the movie.
Yeah, no, you can go back and you can see what I said. I didn't say okay. I said good.
Okay. I'll go back fact check them. But you better.
At the same time, the visuals, they're all right. I mean, it's nothing astounding.
I think if they're not outstanding, then that means it's good visuals. Because if it's nothing, it makes you just like,
Did
oh
I
yeah,
say
it
they
looks
were
like a
bad?
normal. No, I didn't say you said they were. Come on, Sterling. Don't put words in my mouth, dude. Come
Same
on,
thing you did to me.
bro. Why are you lying?
Nobody's lying, okay? Soundtrack.
I didn't
Get
even.
back on track.
I
The
didn't even get
soundtrack.
to say anything.
For what? Visual? Yes, you did. Come on, man.
Nah, I
You can
still
go
have
back to
stuff to
visuals.
say.
Come on, you can go back to visuals.
All right. So yeah, speaking of soundtrack, I think the soundtrack is pretty good. I think it's top tier in my superhero soundtracks.
Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this soundtrack is pretty cool. I've always loved the Wonder Woman.
Ever since we
theme
heard
from
it in
the DCEU.
BBS,
Yeah.
like as soon as I heard it, I immediately was like, "Yep, I like that. I need more of that."
Yeah, it has like this warrior style feel to it. I really enjoy it. I mean, I wouldn't say that it's up there with the Man of Steel
I would
theme,
say
but I
that.
say yeah,
I'd
it's
say
great.
It's just how they kind of made Wonder Woman to this like punk rock like associated figure. Like whenever you see Wonder Woman, you're like, "Oh yeah, rock music." And I just love it. Kind of like keeps that theme like throughout. Even though they did redo it in Justice League with the orchestra, I think just orchestrating it makes it better. But I still think the classic is like it's just iconic to me, even though it's only really been in what like 2 movies.
Three.
Well, I'll talk
Actually.
about the guitar riff one because the guitar riff one wasn't
Oh.
in Justice League, was it?
I don't know. Nobody watches that movie. Who does?
That's just
But,
Justice
yeah,
League.
Justice League? No. But I mean, yeah, the soundtrack is pretty good. I really don't have any big complaints about it. I just think, yeah, it's all right. Doesn't hit up there with Man of Steel as
I think it
with
does.
me.
I
Okay,
get,
I
hey,
get
dude,
that.
I get to speak too. I get to speak too. All right. I think, personally, I would rather listen to this than the Man of Steel because this one was just like hype. You listen to Man of Steel when you want to get inspired. That's when you like
you also get hype.
feel like, I don't really get hype from Man of Steel. I just feel inspired. But that's you. That's me. That's yours. It's different. It's different. But the Wonder Woman thing, I could just listen. Like I could put that on right now. I'm a big fan of the Wonder Woman theme. One of the best superhero themes, in my opinion.
Yeah, I can see that. Want to move right into story?
Story? Like
Yeah.
story it's actually just pretty much a basic war story with kind of DC flair added. Honestly, not even DC. This could have just not been a DC movie. That was worded wrong. You get what I mean? Like, it's not like over. It's not super. I can't explain it. It's not like some big world-ending threat. It's just a group of people. They got to go here, stop this one person. Bam, save the war.
Well, I mean, that's Steve Trevor's story. Diana's story is
Talk about the overall Thor story of the movie.
Yeah, but the overall story is that Diana is leaving Themyscira to go defeat Ares. She thinks she's going to defeat Ares. That's the story.
Yeah, to stop the war. And she's got a group of people with her. That's literally what I said. Group of people go to place to stop war.
But what you failed to realize was that
she
thought that the war was Ares.
Sterling, I was simplifying.
So
Sterling, I was simplifying.
So Ares is a world-ending threat because he is basically a god. So you saying that this is not really a world-ending threat? Yes, it is because
no, it's really not because Ares is taking a backseat. He's not forcing the humans to do anything. He's just putting the ideas in their ear, and that's what we learn from the movie. That's just the people are bad. They chose to do bad things. Ares just said, you could do this.
But at the same time,
it doesn't feel like some huge world-ending thing. Yes, we know what he is, but we're talking about what he did in the movie. In the movie, he didn't do anything world-ending.
He can destroy the world.
He can, but did he do that in the movie? Did he do that in the movie?
Threat? World-ending God.
It's not a world.
Of course he didn't do it in the movie. It's Wonder Woman's movie. I mean, she's going to defeat the bad guy.
The movie is not that big in scale. It's just a war movie.
Come on, dude. You cannot deny that this movie is not big in scale.
I don't think it's big in scale. It's just a war movie to me, and that's why I like it.
Suicide Squad is smaller than this. Dude.
No, it is not. That's literal world ending. We literally see the world getting consumed in Suicide Squad.
And
Bruh.
like, dude, Ares is a world.
Yes,
level
Sterling,
threat.
I
This
know
is a
what
god.
he is.
This
In
is
the
a god
movie,
against
what did Ares do?
He picked up some metal.
Uh-huh.
And threw it at Wonder Woman.
That's world ending, huh?
Yes.
Get out of here.
Do you not are you not listening, dude?
Bro, I know
Ares?
what Ares
Dude,
could have
But
been.
what you
In
said,
this
though.
movie, he's some frail old man with a mustache.
Frail. Did you not see what he did to Wonder Woman? Man was punching Wonder Woman into space or wherever
He
they
did
was at. I
not
don't
punch
know.
her into space. What?
Same thing. Space, floor, ground, road.
He punched her
Truck.
like 3 yards back. Bro, I know what Ares can do,
like you
but
said,
in the movie, the scale is not that big. It's simple. She goes to the place to kill Ares to stop the war. It's not like some big, we have to kill Ares or he's going to destroy the entire planet.
But that's what she thinks.
No, she doesn't.
Yes, she does.
No, she doesn't.
She thinks Ares is the reason for the war, and then we later find out that it's not Ares. But at the same time,
how does that mean she thinks he's gonna end the world? You have no response.
Is the god of. Can you let me?
No, I can't.
Can you let me speak?
No.
Okay. I thought this was a podcast. I thought everybody was supposed to speak. You're just saying your opinion. I can't say my opinion.
Bro,
now Ares is the god of war. Ares is the god of war. The story starts off with Diana going to where they were at to defeat Ares. She thinks if she kills Ares, the war is going to start.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
But she thinks that he is the reason for the war.
Yes.
So that's how the story starts. It's a world-ending threat.
No, it is not.
If
she
does not kill Ares, the war will continue.
Yes.
It's
not if she doesn't kill Ares, then the world is going to end. You're literally explaining what I'm saying, but then saying it's something else. Maybe in your like freaking headcanon, war is bad. But in the movie, in the film that we were served, she goes to kill Ares to just stop the war. She's not going him to save humanity. She's not going to kill him to stop him from ending the world. It's her and her ragtag team. She goes to kill Ares. You stop the war. Simple. It's not some great planet endangering threat. That's what I've been trying to say, Sterling. Do you not get it?
Ares is the god of war. He's a god among men. He can destroy the world.
He can, yes.
World-ending threat.
If he wanted to, he could freaking
world-ending
go
threat.
Fight the Avengers. But no, in the movie, he's not that big of a threat. Because he's not even there for until like the last 20 minutes. That's what I'm saying.
The figure, but Ares is there throughout the entire film.
Okay, Sterling.
World-ending threat.
Okay, so sure. If you listen, if that's what you
the story
believe,
is larger.
If that's what you want to believe, okay, sure thing, man. Good on you. Now, can we please just talk about characters?
Go ahead. I'm waiting on you. Go ahead.
Oh, you're waiting on me? Nah, I'm waiting on you. I'm waiting on you, Sterling.
Start on the character.
Go on.
Man. Well, this is your movie. Start on the character.
The characters are good. All right.
That's it.
Your turn. This is a podcast, after all. Everyone's got to say something.
Okay. The characters, some of them, they were throwaway characters. That's just how it is. Some of them were throwaway characters. Only ones that I kind of really enjoyed was Diana and Steve Trevor.
Because those are really only the two characters that really matter. It's kind of like in First Avenger, how like he has that whole team of dudes, but really the only ones you care about are him and Bucky. That's really how this.
Yeah, I guess that's
like the only people you really care about in this team are Diana and Steve, because they're the only two that make it out. Well, at the time, movie
Steve still dies. So.
Yeah, but he comes back in '84. That's what I mean. Like, he's the only one that lives to make it. Not really lives. But he makes it to another movie. But like, I don't even remember their names. All I know is Chief.
That's all I knew was Chief. But I don't know the little.
You got the Irishman. You got the Irishman. And you got the actor. It's a kilt, not a skirt. And then you have
It's a
the dude.
skirt.
I really don't remember their names. What was the Irish dude's name? Was it like Scotty or something? I think it was
I don't
Scotty.
know.
Because the
All I
characters,
know is Diana, Steve, and Chief. That's all I know.
only one
Now,
who
when
really
done,
got to
boom, you're
do
done.
anything memorable was Chief. And that's because, he was explicitly just like, hey dude, this is Chief. And he got his
Yeah,
whole little
exactly.
moment at the campfire. Then, the Irishman, he can't even do the one thing he's supposed to, which is shoot some dude.
I mean, yeah, he shot a couple people. Like, he was cool. He was goated.
Yeah, but when he could have
played
had
the
his
piano
moment,
drunk.
like shoot the dude in the tower, it's just I don't feel like we're attached enough to that character to really care. Because
Yeah, because like
they
I
don't
said,
do
throwaway
anything.
characters.
Yeah, I guess you could call them throwaway. But yeah, the only ones you really do care about are once again Steve and Diana, because they're the only ones who really do like do anything. Like when they're infiltrating the German high command, the only people who really do anything are Steve and Diana. The little dude could have did something because he was the one who drove him in, but even then, that's just kind of played for jokes.
Yeah. Overall, those are just not the only characters. The Amazonians.
The Amazonians are cool, but it's just not cool in the fact that they do anything like lines. Right? They're just cool to watch. Like, you just got these whole island of just people, just warriors, and you can see them fight the Germans at the beginning.
Women warriors, bro.
Ah, yeah, women warriors. I gotta specify. I thought that was a given.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. You have to say women warriors, because if you don't, you get canceled. So
Who's gonna cancel us? We've already been canceled. 27 subs. That's being canceled. But
yeah.
and then every other character really just doesn't matter. You got Dr. Poison. She's just kind of there. Steve hits on her.
Yeah, I don't. Dr. Poison, that was her name?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really remember Dr. Poison as much.
She just kind of does her thing. And then you have Steve's little assistant lady. What's her name?
Oh, yeah, her.
Betty?
Yeah, she was there in the beginning. Eddie.
Eddie.
I don't even remember.
It was something with an E, I think.
Like, it's always an issue when you're trying to do prequel films or like films set in war, because you already know when you get back into present day, those characters are not going to be there.
Yeah.
Like, these are full-grown men and women, so obviously they're either elderly or they've passed away.
And
so
it's not even that. It's just they feel like characters that don't matter.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
they don't really
you
help
get to
in any
know them
way
while you're watching the movie, but like afterwards, just you just don't really care.
Yeah, because they don't really do much. They just do the stuff everyone does in the war movies. They shoot people, they throw grenades, they sneak into places.
They have some history with one of the main characters.
Yeah, and like that little small moment of history is cool because they do their little beer and cheers. But then again, like the characters are just not really uninteresting. They're just forgettable. Like we've watched a movie and I can't remember a single one of their names except Chief. And that's not even his name. It's just that's what they call him, just Chief.
Yeah, that's just what they call him.
Well, why they call him Chief? I don't know any of their backstories. I know actor, Irishman with PTSD, Chief, and that's it. So the characters in this movie, and we just came off of Suicide Squad, which even that movie being meh, I think it did at least its side characters better.
Yeah, at least I remember the character's name.
Or at least like Durag Man, prison guard guy. Like
Scott Eastwood.
They all do funny stuff. They all do. Wait, no, he's Clint Eastwood's son. He is Scott Eastwood.
Yeah, Scott Eastwood. Clint, Scott, same thing. They both got they both got that.
What is? I'm not even gonna ask what that is. But what the heck is that?
They still got that. Yeah.
What is this? Wait, what the heck is that?
Like this and Scott, and then this and Clint. Oh. So Clint. Yeah.
But that's what it's Clint Eastwood.
Yes, Clint Eastwood, because you have to do it really fast, so you can't do Clint. You got to do Clint.
It's just Clint.
You got to go fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Clint Eastwood.
Yeah. Clint Scott. Same thing. Come on, dude. It's literally their name.
You're saying Sklint. Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, it's Clint.
It's not.
But you gotta say it fast, so it's Clint. So you don't have the S.
There is no S in Clint. It's just Clint.
Yeah,
Scott.
because you're doing it fast, right? You just did it
Clint.
fast, right?
You can say it's Lily.
Yeah,
There's
Clint.
no it's just Clint.
Clint. It's that simple, dude. It's that simple.
All right, you wanted to talk all that up about Ares. Go ahead. Villains.
Oh, villain. Yeah.
Ludendorff. Ludendorff, Dr. Poison, Ares.
Oh, Ludendorff, Dr. Poison. I like Ludendorff. He seemed more like an Ares type. Then we get into the
I mean,
real
yeah,
Ares.
he was the red herring Ares.
Yeah, I feel like when we got into the real Ares, I was like,
I feel like the other they should have switched it around.
yeah, exactly.
They should have.
That
I don't really know
been
what his first
better.
name is, like David or something. The dude that plays Ares.
Oh my
They should have had
God.
him play Ludendorff and have whoever plays Ludendorff as Ares because he was way more intimidating than
this
Ares
guy,
that looked like a math teacher that I could probably beat up.
Exactly.
That's it.
he looks like the teacher from Incredibles. Like, if you know what the teachers look like, you know what he looks like. But he
I haven't seen
looks like
Incredibles
the
in a
little
long time.
oval head teacher. Oh my God.
Damn, I wish I knew. Send me it afterwards. I'll probably laugh. But
Dude.
Ares, he was.
I think he was cool when he was inside of the costume. When he did a little molten lava thing.
Yeah, but he didn't really
made a costume,
do a lot. He just kind of. He kind of seemed
said,
like
his
when a game you're going to fight a boss, and then just some big enemy shows up. No, he ruffles your feathers a little bit, beats you up, and then you move on. That's kind of how Ares felt. Like
exactly
the whole time.
Like you said, his whole point of being there was just to influence others to do bad things.
So I feel like they should have. I feel like personally, I wouldn't have shown Ares. I would have just had it. I would have left it like. Would have left it. Is Ares real? Or did the people just do it? But you kind of they kind of just showed it was like, yep, I'm Ares. I told them what to do. What's good?
Yep, exactly. I'm like,
I feel like,
good,
but like
I saw you on that battlefield.
They kind of did do it where they said like he didn't make them do it. He just was, but I feel like they should have just left it open ended. Was Ares real the entire time?
Yeah, and like I found it more interesting that men, like mankind, we're the ones that started the war.
Yeah,
like we
chose to listen to Ares.
It wasn't no Ares. Like it was, it's like it was us. We started this.
He was like he was whispering in our ear, like he was nudging us, but
yeah, exactly.
we're the ones that decided.
He just straight up said, "All right, guys, you guys over there, fight." Like no, he's like, hey, those guys, they have a different
He's
opinion.
like, hey, I see you're making some gas. Why don't you add a little bit of this into it? I feel like they should have. I'm not saying keep Ludendorff. Maybe just have like a different dude. But like Ludendorff, I feel like he was more threatening than Ares. Because Ares, like, he's monologuing you about like his ancient backstory, and then he's just a dude. He's just got like the most British mustache ever, and he's like very skinny. Yeah. It's like, my child, you have no idea. I was like, is this supposed to be threatening? Like, come on, man.
What
I look like all I had to do is kick you in the shin, and then I win.
Like, I'm pretty sure like if you were in that moment, you would feel threatened. Because,
obviously,
it's the god of war, like right in front of you. But watching it is like,
it's just an old man.
Kind of a little bit unbelievable. Like,
it's just like
God. This was a god.
He's just a guy.
Yeah, just like this was a guy sent from the skies. Like this dude fought Zeus. The heavens.
This dude fought Zeus. And then it's funny because like you see him after he fought Zeus and he's looking up and he's still got the mustache.
Bro, he's all beefed up and jacked looking up. You can see the mustache. Like, what is this? Did they just CGI his head on somebody's body?
It looks funny. I feel like if Ludendorff, it would have been way more threatening because Ludendorff, like, he just had the of a dude that fought Zeus.
Figure, yeah,
and like if they switch it around, like they should have made the frail dude like the evil general guy. Because he looks like he could have been like an old general. And then it would have made sense for him to use the drug pills Dr. Poison made.
And like, though I don't like agree or like their decision, I kind of do respect it because like
they kind of did leave it open ended at the end.
Because I'm gonna use an analogy like Spider-Man. Okay, Spider-Man has Peter Parker, Miles Morales, Ben, whoever. Okay, Ben Reilly and stuff like that. I like the fact that they make it so that Spider-Man could be anybody. Spider-Man, it doesn't matter if you're white, black, or Latino. So I think I like the fact that they did it with Ares here, that Ares could have been anybody. a frail old guy or a big, beefy, strong man. So I kind of respect that, but at the same time, I don't like their decision of
Because
how
he's
they
just not
handled
threatening.
Ares.
He's just
Yeah,
kind of not threatening. And like this dude is straight up a god. And then dude, Doctor Poison, bruh.
I don't know. I don't know. I
She threw some gas like in a room of
I'm
people and left.
yeah. I'm like, I don't really, I don't
What
really
do you
notice.
do,
I don't.
lady?
Yeah, I don't really notice her.
Like
Like she start like
Diana let her
Trevor
go at
started
the end.
flirting with her. Yeah, exactly. Like what does that have to do with anything? Why did she let her go?
I don't know. I just would have been like later.
Yeah, exactly. Like I
Like
mean, I'm
she
not
had
gonna get corrupt,
she
but
had
like
no
you did
she
bad
had no
things.
problem stabbing that dude through the freaking chest, like without a second
When she
thought.
made accusations, exactly. Then those are based on accusations.
She murdered a
She just
bunch of
looked at
Germans
him.
on the front lines.
Yep. Like literally, she looked at him and just thought, "Oh, that's Ares."
Hmm.
And she literally kicked somebody out the glass window, killed them.
Yep.
But you don't want to kill a woman. Oh, that's sexist, dude. I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, the movie's made
Wonder
by a
Woman is
woman.
goated.
You can't complain. You can't.
Yeah, exactly. You can't complain. Like if
But
it was
just-
made by a man, that guy's canceled. But
I just
it is
feel
what it is.
the villains. Ludendorff is the most threatening one, in my opinion.
Yeah,
And he kind of did
Dr.
the most.
Poison. Dr. Poison's face looks intimidating. Also,
Yeah,
but
like,
just
she's
her
got like the
herself,
porcelain face, and I feel like they wanted to do something where she was a little vulnerable on the inside, but
yeah,
then they just
exactly,
kind of
and that's
forgot
why
that.
yeah, I mean, overall, I mean,
All right.
yeah, Ludendorff, Dr. Poison, yeah, they're
For
all
just
right.
comic book
Ares
villains,
is just the big standout. Like
yeah, because it's Ares. You
the
expect
side
like
bosses are more powerful than the big boss.
when you think of Ares, you expect someone as big as The Rock or something. Like you expect this
Mhm.
dude to be jacked. He's just got a presence. He's just like, boom, boom.
a
I'm Ares.
literal god. That
My
fought
brother is Zeus. My brother is Zeus. Let's do this. Then you got English school teacher. It's just
Watch out, Diana. Come with me.
yeah. That's like he's
Come
doing
on,
this thing.
no,
He's like,
come on.
come on, bro. You seem like you're pretending to be Ares.
Yeah,
That dude
like,
on the
come
roof
on,
with the sword in him is more intimidating.
yeah. That dude on the roof with the sword in him. Oh man. But let's talk about hero arc.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think our hero arc is good.
It's nice. Like it's been a while since we've actually just like had just one singular hero to talk about with like a
Yeah.
full arc. But nah, Diana goes from at the beginning she believes Ares is the cause of everything. The men are good themselves. Ares is the one making them bad. And then through the middle, she's just like, no, nah, Steve, you're Ares. Like I could have killed Ares, bro. And then at the end of the story, she's like, dang. Dudes just kill people.
Yeah, that's just what we do.
Mm-hmm,
And the thing is, it's like Gal Gadot. I love her performance as Wonder Woman.
yeah,
Her
because
and
she's
Batman
got
are
like
my
this,
number one.
she's got like this fish out of water thing, but she's not like incapable. Like she's honestly
Yeah, like,
better than everyone else she's around.
Yeah, like she's so fierce, but I'm just intoxicated in her charisma. Like she's
like,
just so fierce,
never
but
seen
also
snow.
naive at
She's
the same
never,
time.
That's exactly like she's never seen snow. She's never had ice cream. She sees a
Mhm.
baby on the side of the street, and she's just like, "Oh, a baby."
This is a character that's been raised in a society that was always propping her up and saying, "You're going to be more than what you are, Diana." And then, like, she's also around other women, so women support their women, I
Mhm.
guess. But then when she gets inside of the 1910s London, it's like this world is gloom
Yeah,
because
like,
we
she's
just
trying-
went from a
she's trying to
tropical island.
interrogate someone. She's trying to interrogate someone who just chomped on some cyanide.
Exactly. She don't know what that is.
Exactly.
All she knows how to do is just be a warrior, be kind to everyone because that's how she's been raised. And then when she gets inside of the real world, it gets this nice fish out of water, but it also changes her mind about the way she thought the world worked. She
Mhm.
thought that the world worked the same way it worked in Themyscira.
Yeah.
So that's just I just really enjoyed her arc, man. I really
The thing
loved
about
it.
her, like, she's better than everyone else around, but she doesn't like overshine them. Like no one's just like standing in awe, like, oh my god, look at her go. No, when she charges, they charge behind her.
Like the movie never pauses to say, "You see that? That's a girl. That's called girl power." No, you know what? They show Wonder Woman walking
Yeah,
in
she's
dead
taking the
man's land.
fire. No man's land. No man's
Yeah,
land.
no man's land. Say, dude, I
Same
was talking
thing,
about
pretty
that.
much. Same thing,
Yeah,
pretty much. Like
but
she's
yeah, like,
distracting the fire, and then the soldiers like she's taking all the fire. Let's go.
exactly. She's helping them.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be. It doesn't always have to be a message when you have a female lead.
Yeah.
And
And then
Captain
you
Marvel
think
doesn't have that message, but
the dudes, they're just clearing the streets. She goes in the building, beats a couple out the window, catches up with the dudes, and the dudes help her
yep,
take out the dude in the tower.
exactly.
There's
I
no
mean,
like,
because they can't do it, so
yeah,
she has to do it. She's the only one capable to do it.
yeah. So they help her, they prop her up. That's what I like. And then even at the beginning, when she saves Steve from a bullet, like he's just not sit there the whole time like, you saved my life. Like nah, he punches the dude.
Exactly. Like he doesn't go behind Diana and just cower behind her while she takes all the bullets. No, he said, "Diana, stay right here, stay right here. Pop out, pop out, pop out." Like, and that's not called being misogynistic. It's just called being I'm a good guy. Like
Guys are
this
just
is a
equal
female
people.
right here. Yeah, like this is a female. I don't want her to die because of me.
Because that's how it
So,
was in the 1910s. You
yep.
don't have women's like protecting you from a gunshot. Like if you got shot, you're done.
Like, were women even allowed to be in the war?
No, I don't think they were.
They were.
Not
I
in
think
the
they
British.
were helping on
Not
the
in the
side only
British.
in World War II.
Not in the British. I'm pretty sure in 1910 the women were not allowed to serve. I don't know if I'm right,
Yeah.
but I'm pretty sure I
think,
am.
I think in World War II, that's when they started letting them, work on the sidelines,
Pretty sure
do quarterbacking.
the only army that had female soldiers fighting were the Russians, and it was like a very small division. But like we said, Wonder Woman is never just doing everything herself while the dudes are just like in awe. Even at the final airport, she's got her mission. The dudes have their mission, and in the end, it's the dude who sacrifices himself.
Exactly.
She doesn't even save them. Like they get themselves out of their own situation.
This is a female empowerment movie that has a lot of female empowerment, but the dude still gets his chance to shine as well.
It's not just
that's what I like.
Men can't do anything.
Exactly.
It's just like this girl. She's better than everyone else around her, but like at the same time,
it's not shoved down your throat.
She's just there. They don't like focus on her. They don't. She's just leading the charge, and I think that's the best thing that Wonder Woman can do.
And like before we move on, I just wanted to say, like I said while we was watching the movie, that's the way Gal Gadot answered these type of questions. Like, is this a feminist film? She's like, no, it's not a feminist film because guys can like Wonder Woman too. Wonder Woman is for everyone. She's like she is all about truth, justice. I think she's all about truth. I think she's about truth and peace. But I think that Wonder Woman is the character that everyone can relate to and that everyone can enjoy, because in order to empower women, we have to empower, boys. We have to teach little boys and men that we can also respect women and also see women as being
and I think
powerful
what they
and
did
empowered.
good with this movie is like it's no singular like this is a girl movie, this is a dude movie. Like you would think war movies typically oriented towards the guys.
Yeah.
But no, like this is a gritty like rock war movie, and I think that's the cool thing. Like when you hear the Wonder Woman theme, and you're like, yeah, like even if you're a dude, you're like, dang, this is some nice guitar riffs. But like
you're
it's
watching
good
that
this
sequence.
Is a movie for everyone.
Yeah, like you're watching that sequence inside of that bell tower. You're like, oh my god, she is goated. Like
she disintegrated that man.
Exactly. Like, okay, I want her. I want Wonder Woman. Like that's just how you think, because she just looks so fierce, but also just you feel empowered, man. You feel so you just feel happy that she's actually out there doing something, because that's what she initially started off with. She wanted to be a warrior, and I just really like her arc.
Yeah,
I really like what she stands for. But let's move into the third act.
Pretty nice. Like it's not.
I think that this is one of the weak parts of the movie. I wouldn't say like the entire third act, but I would say that the whole Ares and Wonder Woman fight, because
it's kind of lame in my opinion.
Yeah, that's why I said it's one of the weak parts of the movie, because they try to portray a message at the third act. Like the whole message was presented to us by monologue by Ares.
The majority of the movie, Ludendorff was the villain.
Exactly.
He was the dude we were chasing. And then you have...
And, we all thought that it was Ares and everything like that. And then we realized that it was men, but we realized that the third act with them fighting, and
Yeah,
it
she
just comes
defeats
off like some
Ares. She
monologue.
defeats
Like,
Ares, and then everyone's like, "Ha, we can be friends now."
yep, yep.
It's just kind of like, okay, like he could have left it open ended, and
It just kind of happened a little bit
I
sudden.
do
Like,
like
it's a
the third
dude
act.
dead right there.
Like you see Diana realizing that she was like, "Yo, Ares, I'm more powerful than you, G." Like
Yeah.
she obliterates Ares. Like he's hitting her with lightning. She just takes that lightning, flies up, it's through his chest, on.
Thanks, Dad.
Like I think this dude forget that she's the daughter of Zeus, and you try and like throw lightning at her, like bruh. Like the way she just it was so cool, but it was also funny. I was like, bro, this is Ares. You see her just fly up, T-pose, lightning through the chest. He goes, he's like, ah, and then he blows up.
This is it for you, cousin.
Wait, would Ares? No, Ares would be her uncle, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
I think so.
But dude, Ares got destroyed.
Yeah, but I think that the first two acts of this movie, they're great. They're really good.
It's just
her coming into the real world.
We learn he's Ares immediately, and then they fight, and then it's over.
Yeah, exactly. Like we don't know this guy. Like, we know about Ares, but we're more focused on Ludendorff, and then he dies.
Know that Ludendorff's not really gonna be Ares, and then it's just dude, like you kind of forgot about him.
The twist was handled well.
Yeah,
but why not have someone more memorable,
or at least just have him doing suspicious stuff the entire time?
Exactly.
The twist,
like we get one scene with him, and then
no, it doesn't come out of nowhere. It's just you're like, okay, she's fighting Ares.
Yeah,
and she just killed Ludendorff.
Whereas the entire film was more of like this.
He was more of an Ares
World War I
than her.
movie.
I mean, he was more of an Ares than the other dude.
Mm-hmm.
So like by the time you get to the third act, like and the third act happens kind of sudden, like when they're at the airfield, like they go from the party, the town being gassed, Diana rides off, and then she's at the airfield.
Yep.
That's what I always.
Then it's nighttime. She fights Ludendorff, kills him. Ares come back. She goes down there, kills Ares. Yeah, she kills Ares, and then Steve Trevor dies. She screams, opens up a mother box, and then dips. So
box.
Yes.
The third act is fine.
Man. But I just think it's like one of the weak parts of the movie, man. That third act, man.
The highest part of the movie is just the middle when they're taking the town. That's like when they're taking the town from the Germans. After she leads the charge.
That's when you say the third act will start?
No, I say that's the high point of this movie, not the third act.
Yeah.
But I feel like imagine if the end, she's got all the soldiers are behind her, they're raiding the airfield. Then while everything's going on in the background, you got explosions. He reveals himself as Ares, and then they start fighting amidst everything.
Yep.
But even if they kept
that would have been cool.
Even if they kept the twist the same, I feel like that soul alone would have just made it better.
Yeah, because I like the twist. I like the fact when she kills him, she thinks that she's finally free. Yeah, and she realizes that it's not a god of war. It's the people.
Hey, whoa.
Hey,
why are you still fighting?
Hey.
It's Ares dead.
Yeah, exactly. I thought he died, but no, it's the people. It's the men. Mankind against mankind. That's how it's always been. So, I like the twist. I just don't think that it. I like the concept, but I just don't think that
the third act just feels kind of. Nah.
Compared to the rest of the movie,
it's just fine. It's
like you said, man, it's fine.
Could have been better.
I can watch it.
It could
have been better.
That's right. It could have been better.
Yeah, but how do you think it holds up?
I think this movie still holds up.
It does.
I haven't watched it in a while, but even today, I was just thinking, I was like, oh, I could watch Wonder Woman today, because it's just a fun movie to watch, and it kind of goes by quickly when you're watching it. I think that has to do with the pacing, but I would recommend Wonder Woman to someone who hasn't seen it. If someone's I haven't seen any DC movies, what someone recommend? I'd be like, yeah, Wonder Woman. Go check out Wonder Woman.
Hey, and this one is the first one in the DCEU. I mean, well, not the first. Well, it's chronologically it's the first one. So
Yeah,
I feel like Wonder Woman. You should definitely check out Wonder Woman. I really
Wonder
enjoyed it
Woman's
because,
good.
like you said, I haven't seen it in a long time.
Yeah,
So
but I used
I
to watch
wouldn't
this
say it's a
movie a
movie
lot.
that I would pop in at any time.
I
But
used to watch this movie a lot. I would watch this movie anytime. I wouldn't watch it just for on repeat. But if whenever I'm thinking I just want to put on a movie, Wonder Woman is usually on the list of maybes
mm,
because I just
yeah,
like the movie that much. It's just I would recommend it to someone. I would definitely would.
Yeah, it's just a movie that everybody can enjoy, men and women, boys and girls. It's no girl movie. It's not a boy movie. It's just a
Yep.
great superhero movie with a female lead.
Yep.
That's just all you need to know about it. All right, let's get into our best moments.
I went first last time. You can go. Pretty sure I went
All
first.
right. Yeah, No Man's Land. That's just number one.
Dang it.
That Themyscira scene, that first fight in Themyscira, loved it.
Yeah.
Overall, Diana and Steve Trevor. Like,
Dang
I'm
it.
not trying. Yeah, like, I'm not like just because I'm a Gal Gadot shrill doesn't mean that I'm just basing that off of bias.
He's a self-proclaimed Gal Gadot simp. So you
Not a
can't
simp,
you
okay?
can't even call him a simp because he's called himself a simp.
Exactly. That's even worse. That's sad. That is so sad. Oh
Just
my
go
god.
on.
Chat.
Just go on.
But yeah. Let me just move on. But yeah, man. And the war theme, just the overall war aesthetic of it is nice. I'm glad that we get to see a different World War because we've always seen World War II and D-Day, like the
Yeah, you don't have a
Wolverine
lot of
movies
things
or
on
like
World
Captain
War One.
America.
There's
Yeah,
not a lot of
exactly.
things
Like
on
we
World
don't
War
know
One.
much about World War One, so we've got that, and just overall, man, I'd probably say the best movie. Like, probably would say like the whole second act. That second act is great. Whereas the first act of Captain America: First Avenger is my favorite of that. The second act is probably my favorite of this one. So I
Alright.
really enjoyed that one.
Well, Sterling pretty much took all the best moments except for when she's taking the town. I know that kind of falls under when she's doing the No Man's Land thing.
Yeah, No Man's
But
Land. Yeah.
I like it when she busts through the wall, music cuts out, and then the theme just comes in with the guitar. I think that's definitely just awesome. And then I like the end when she's like charging up for the Ares, and then she just freaking one hit KO Mortal Kombat fatality him. I think that's really cool. And then just all the scenes Starling said, No Man's Land, her first Themyscira fight. It's just
Wait, so No Man's Land is not the fight that was inside of the town and
it's like
the,
kind of
and the
before
little
that.
wasteland?
Because it
Well,
was kind
I
of
was-
before that, but you can kind of call them the same scene because after the No Man's thing, it's kind of like they search around town
Yeah,
and they
it's so
start
sudden.
fighting.
Yeah. Okay, so basically what I said the entire second act because that happens in the second act, so I'm straight.
Yes, pretty much. So I just have to share the same best moments as you. But it's good that there's a lot of good moments in this film. There really
Mhm.
is. Like, there's not a lot of bad. I don't think there's a single bad thing. There's just scenes that are less interesting than others.
Like I said, the final battle kind of rushed, in my opinion. Kind of rushed, not handled the best. Could have been better, but the overall movie is still great.
Yeah.
That doesn't fault it at all.
Yeah.
Do you have like a best,
Singular best moment?
arc? No, like a singular
arc.
best arc. Like first, no, not first.
Oh,
Yeah,
act.
yeah, first act. My bad. Yeah, first, third, or second act.
I can't really say, but it's just first or second. I kind of have those tied. Because I really
Okay.
the introductory thing of her just like going to London, like the world of men. I do like that, but also, like you said, the second act is good. So I can't really say which one. I just think they're both good. The third act is the weak, though. The third act is the weakest one compared to 1 and 2.
Yeah. So, do you have anything that you would change and anything that you would add to?
Really, the only thing I would change is obviously the Ares stuff. That's really just like, I don't know, just kind of make Ares more intimidating. Honestly, it probably could be fixed with just getting a better actor. Like, no hate against the dude that played him. He's just not in Ares to me. And the thing I would just add more war stuff. Like her going through, like, charging through No Man's Land. Like, they did good in the World War I setting, but I feel like they didn't utilize it to its full potential as they could have. So I just said, add some more trench battles. I would have really liked to see, like, her just, like, infiltrating, like, a freaking Zeppelin or something. Just destroy the whole thing. That would have been cool. But I think it's fine what they did, so that's all I would add. Just some more little war aspects of it.
I would, yeah, like you, I would change out some of the Aries stuff, and I think that, yeah, I would, excuse me, I would probably take out Aries, like the initial figure of Aries. I would probably save that for the third movie and have the
Just leave it like
entire
open ended, like
trilogy.
we said.
Yeah, exactly. Like I would have the entire trilogy lead up to the battle with Ares. So like in every film, there is something different that man is doing that, you know, Ares kind of contributed to, but also man is doing it independently. So I think that would have helped this movie a lot better if it was just man that was actually just, you know, evil and stuff like that. And it really wasn't just a godlike figure. And then we wait until the third movie. So that's what I would change. And I don't think I would add anything. Yeah, I wouldn't add anything. Just
Nice.
I
Interesting.
think it was great the way it was. I don't think I would add anything. The only thing I would change is just Ares, and overall, you got a great movie right here.
All right, well, let's get that ranking and tier.
You said skip it. Oh, you
No, I
said
said
get it.
let's get it.
All right, all right. Gazer. Tier. Ooh. I battle back and forth because of that third act. I gotta say an S. I gotta put it in an S.
S.
The way I'm
Dang.
feeling right now, I gotta put it in an S. The way I'm feeling right now, I gotta
Nice.
put it in an
All
S.
right, what about numbering? Numbering.
Numbering. Like I said, because of that third act, could have been a 10 out of 10. It's going to 9.7.
Nice.
I gotta put it at a 9.7. I mean, it's still high, but you know, I just because that third act, man, it kind of undercut it a little bit for me. And also some of the boring parts that I had, my bad. But yeah, some of the boring parts.
All right, well, I was like say I was having trouble deciding between S and A, but I can't be, you know, overshadowed by Sterling, so I'm gonna just have to give it S too. Because it honestly is that good, it's worth being an S, even though there's nothing bad enough in it to ruin it. And numbering, just solely because of the third act, I'm gonna give it 9.9, just close to being 10 out of 10. Just close. It's just because the third act, like I said, it's nothing horrible. It's just, you know, not how I would have done it.
Exactly. You know, I could have done it a different way, but
Wonder
I think
Woman,
Patty Jenkins, she did a great job.
That's an S movie, 9 out of 10. 9.9 out of 10 to be specific. Definitely a movie if you haven't seen, just watch it. I think it's worth your time.
And we only been doing this for like 4 weeks, the DCEU thing. This is the best movie that I've seen out of all movies. Like I personally think this is the best movie that I've seen.
Wonder Woman was my favorite movie in the DC at the time until it became a Batman v Superman show. But it's just because the fact that it can contest with stuff like that just makes it a worthy movie. Just watch it if you haven't seen it. That's all there is to say.
Man, it's just that good, man.
Sit
like we've
down and
already
watch
said
it.
We love the hero arc. You know, we love like some of the best moments are the
Diana
whole
as
movie.
a character, she's one of the best comic movie protagonists. She's just
Soundtrack,
enjoyable to watch. Just
the overall theme, just it is great, man. This is a great movie.
Great.
So that is it for regular podcast DCEU episode 4 Wonder Woman. Please know that everything that we did say in this video is just our very own opinion. You're free to comment down below. What did you think of Wonder Woman as a whole? And like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys next week with Justice League.
Justice League.
Justice League.
That's a yiker on the horizon.
Are you ready for Justice League?
No, but when do we ever get what we want?
That's right. All right. Sign it off. Sign it off.
See you guys next time.
Peace.